I would rather not have disgusting witches like you come here.
Maybe I shall transfer $30 million to another bank.
Go ahead and try it if you freaking can.
They told me to try it if I could, so I have no choice. I'd like to cancel the $30 million deposit, sir. I'm going to entrust it to another bank.
Trouble Busters!
Sorry to have kept you waiting. Here is your order of Chateaubriand.
Oh, wow. My name is Melanie, and today I'm at a Japanese-style barbecue restaurant with my lovely grandmother.
Lady, can you give that to me? I'm sorry, sir, but Chateaubriand is a rare cut, you see, and this is the last order we have.
I'm sorry, sir. What? Oh, my. Hey, what are you doing?
The money has been paid. The transaction is complete, ain't it?
There's no transaction. That badge, you're affiliated with Travis Bank, are you not?
So what?
Today is my beloved granddaughter's birthday, you see. Can you give me back that meat?
And what would happen if I said no?
Well, maybe I shall transfer $30 million to another bank. How's that for an idea? And I was wondering what the hell you'd say. $30 million, eh?
Yeah. Go ahead and try it if you freaking can.
You have so much confidence. You must be really talented.
Of course I am. I'm a finance salesman and I'm the numero uno when it comes to new client acquisition. My name is Norman Romanov.
Well, Mr. Romanov. And as for the young lady next to you, if I look closely, though, I see that the badge is a different color from Mr. Romanov's. You're a receptionist, are you not? Oh, Granny, you have pretty keen eyes, I see. Healthy as can be, both of them.
Well, whatever. Anyway, I'm not like you, surviving on the scraps of what the government calls a pension.
Yes.
I'm still a busy man, as you know. I'm one to expand a thriving conglomerate and protect it at all costs.
You're so awesome, Norman.
Well then, as a means to allow the economy to go round, would you allow us the opportunity to eat as much meat as we want? Would you, commoners?
No matter how much of a contribution you'll be making to society?
Mm?
The frick is she on about? In the end, isn't it just a matter of humanity?
Are you going to talk back at me?
Scary-ass man. I think we all ought to treat people kindly, respectfully, and lovingly, regardless of the circumstances.
Kindly?
Respectfully?
And lovingly? I don't care if it's anyone's birthday. What's the point of you, a person who seems like they'll be of no use even as they get older, celebrating, eh?
I agree.
You're literally the only one who thinks that person is cute, you know.
Excuse me? What? Grandma's expression is as cold as ice, and she's always had a smile on her face no matter what. But is that anger I see on her face? This is the first time I've seen her so terrifying. The man with the short fuse also looks pretty terrifying to me. But Grandma's fury here would be enough to silence an entire gang of thugs. Every second, every minute that passed by in complete silence seemed like an eternity, but, well, no matter.
Eh?
Whatever happens to you shall only be decided by your higher-ups, after all.
Oh, is this a snitch?
Well, I'm saying that I'm transferring $30 million to another bank, you understand?
She's still saying that.
Yeah. Talk to the hand. It's inevitable that the bank will ask me why I'll be doing such a thing, right?
Well, of course they will.
If that story is true, that is...
Pathetic. Truly pathetic.
Poor maggots like you should get the hell out of here.
I would rather not have disgusting witches like you come here.
Grandma, stop for a second. Don't come here if you're not worthy of eating this kind of meat.
What's the point of you maggots eating meat that costs $200 per 100 grams? Know thyself.
And let me tell you this, it's no use telling the bank the truth.
I'm a valued employee at that conglomerate, and Thalia here is idolized as the perfect woman everywhere she goes.
Yes, indeed. That's why the stress is so intense.
Any sort of lowlifes like you, with rags for clothes and absolutely zero sense of feminine beauty, are sandbags next to us.
This is the way of life of the honored elite. I think we've heard enough. What? It's fine, Grandma.
Nobody will believe your stories, you know.
Don't underestimate our beauty, don't you ever?
We have no risk of anything.
Only bankers can live a life of luxury, free of risk. You might say we could have resisted more, but I'm sure those two chowderheads wouldn't have understood shit. They're dumbly toxic after all. I'd also never heard of Grandma's story about $30 million before, so I don't know if it's true or not. But no matter what, I cannot forgive them for ruining my lovely time with Grandma. If they do it to me, I'll hit them back. Prepare for the double whammy. Unforgivable. Troublebusters initiate.
You're going to transfer $30 million of deposits to another bank?
Yes, I'm a finance salesman, and I'm the numero uno when it comes to new client acquisition. Norman Romanov treated me and my granddaughter Melanie very inexcusably.
Is this true, ma'am?
We proceeded to tell Branch Director Eppermont the story of what had happened at the restaurant that night.
Well then, Madam McConnor.
When I told the aforementioned gentleman that I would transfer $30 million to another bank, I was told, "Go ahead and try it if you frickin' can." Excuse my language.
No, that can't be him. Not him, of all people. What?
I can't help it if someone taunts me as such, you understand. Ask and ye shall receive promptly. And the deed shall be done immediately. Our wrath shall reverberate across the banking industry.
Please, ma'am, a moment of your time. You, miss, bring these two ladies into the VIP room and prepare 2 cups of tea for them properly, if you please.
Of course, sir. Please, ladies, if you'll follow me. Oh, no need for formalities, young miss. Excuse me? I guess I really do bring people to a bit of a frenzy. I can't help but feel an irrepressible urge to purge them severely, you see. Grandma? What should I do now?
The hell do they frickin' mean? It's my granddaughter's birthday. So pathetic.
For real, huh?
Oh, Chateaubriand is so delicious.
It was so worth taking it away from those good-for-nothing lowlifes.
It really felt like we stumbled upon some people who were so unfortunate to even be alive. The hell are they on about? Transferring $30 million to another bank? Literally the worst joke I've ever heard. People like that ought to leave this world even a second earlier. How long are you going to sit there and eat, huh?
What? Would you like to join us?
Do you really think I'm in a mood to eat anything? Then how can I help you, sir? Why are you here?
It's our lunch break right now. We can do whatever we want, can't we?
Your lunch break finished 10 minutes ago. What?
Well, that's weird. It was already that time of day.
I'm sorry, Mr. Director. I'll be back to work soon. Yes, come back to us immediately. Yes, sir. But not to work, you're not.
What?
Whatever do you mean, sir? You too goddamn... Watch your tongue! Do you even know who you're talking to? Listen to me! This is Madam McConnor, the biggest client Travis Bank has the pleasure of servicing. What? Then...
Transferring 30 million to another bank. It's going to happen, my dears. Miss Thalia Atkinson, a competent receptionist at Travis Bank, and Mr. Romanov, finance salesman extraordinaire. You two shall take full responsibility for what's coming.
You were serious? The hell are you on about? I'll make you tell me exactly what's going on, or so help me! You were serious? The meat you wanted to eat was already taken, so you stole it away from them because it was sold out? No, but we paid for it, of course.
We didn't give you permission, though, did we?
That's not the issue, Romanov. Then what happened to the money?
Isn't that a little unfair after doing something like this? God damn, they really don't know when to quit, do they? But did I ever accept your money?
I dropped it right in front of your blind-ass eyes so that you could take it properly, didn't I, Does your rudeness know no bounds?
My, it's pathetic for a banker who should be the one to treasure money the most to do something so careless with $100 bill.
I'm terribly sorry, Madam O'Connor. But where's the money?
I don't know. It's still lying there at that barbecue restaurant, isn't it?
What a waste! Where do you think you're going, Norman Romanov? But it's a waste, isn't it, sir? It's a waste, you say? Do you even comprehend that you're in a bad position right now? But she just told me to take care of my own money, didn't you? There are things you need to take care of even more important than that load of codswallop, son. To throw that responsibility away would mean throwing away everything you've built up until now.
So shameful, truly. Is he truly the numero uno when it comes to new client acquisition, Mr. Deppermont?
According to the numbers, ma'am, he is.
Well, no matter. There's no point in questioning the quality of a bank employee whose association with this bank will cease as of today, anyway.
Please don't say things like that, ma'am.
And who is making me say this, Mr. Deppermont?
I am truly sorry for what's happened, ma'am.
My precious time with my granddaughter Melanie was destroyed thanks to your employee, and I am terribly vengeful at the moment. Does your bank train employees to take meat from people they meet for the first time, eh?
No, ma'am. I assure you we don't.
What kind of employee training do you do, anyhow? If we may, Madam O'Connor. I have been on such friendly terms with Mr. Eppermont ever since he was a kind youngster, I must say.
So you're a truly important client of ours?
And I intend to tell you the whole story about this matter without hiding anything, dear Mr. Romanov.
I shall personally see to that on my own terms.
On your own terms? So that's a problem, Sonny, for you'll certainly explain the situation vaguely. It's a given that you have a problem, but considering you are in a restaurant about a 5-minute walk from the bank, an establishment that's not unlikely to be involved with the bank, you say and do whatever you want regardless. I don't think many people would want to deposit money in a bank where such inhumanity exists. What would you think if you were in my position, dear Mr. Romanov?
If I were in your position, Madam O'Connor?
Are you and the girl beside you in a relationship by any chance? For example, how would you feel if you were to have the meat you were looking forward to on a happy anniversary of whatever time you've been together, and then have it taken away from you unreasonably, and then be additionally told that poor maggots like you wearing rags for clothes can get the hell out of here? What would you feel, I wonder? Wouldn't you feel crushed? The more special the day was for the two of you, the more likely you would feel that way, correct? Today was an important day for me because I was able to have a meal with my lovely granddaughter for the first time in a while on her birthday. A day I cherished and I was looking forward to. I want you to understand that it was an act of the most inexcusable disrespect towards someone I love so much.
Yes.
It was a moment when the previously tense atmosphere eased a little. Grandma McConnor is a very, very kind person. It's perhaps true that she was angry with how her time with me was ruined, but if they reflect on the fact that their actions could have a huge impact on both their lives, I'm sure she'll forgive them to a certain extent. That's how it ought to be.
I've put myself in your shoes.
Oh, so did you come to understand?
Yes, ma'am. I have a few questions to ask you.
By all means.
Let me ask you this. Why are you dressed so shabby on such an important day?
What?
What, you little...
Aha!
If it were me in your shoes on such a momentous occasion as an anniversary, I would wear a super high-quality suit. I wouldn't dress poorly like you two as if I were going to a shopping district. Romanov, what were you thinking?
Let him continue, Mr. Deppermont.
Why would a woman with $30 million under her wing, such as yourself and your granddaughter, be dressed in such a way that I would be easily misled? What was your purpose in doing so? I feel like I've been tricked, and it makes me feel terribly insulted. If you were dressed the way I approve, I wouldn't have taken your meat, and I would have been harmless without any trouble.
What the? So you're trying to say it's our fault?
No, it's also the person who's being hurt that's at fault.
It shouldn't matter to you if we wear shabby clothes, as you say, or not.
If you don't like being told you're shabby, you ought to cease dressing in a way that gives people the wrong impression.
Norman, you've got this.
Are there any young girls walking through the back alleys of the wild streets of crime in their incredibly short skirts? No! Have you ever seen a duck willingly carry-walk into a pot of stew?
Enough raising your voice, mister! You've been using a lot of examples thus far, but in the things you've just mentioned, you're implying that you are the same ruffians who would target young girls in the back alleys of the wild streets. In short, you're only looking at the situation from the perspective of the perpetrator, and you're saying that if you hadn't gone into the alley wearing a miniskirt, you wouldn't have attacked them. That's what you're claiming, are you not? If so, that's just self-justification for your heinous actions. What say you, Romanov? Is it exactly as Madame McConnor pointed out or not, eh?
Who knows?
Who knows?
I wonder.
No, you were the one who brought it up.
up.
You insisted that your actions were justified and that there was room for conflict of interpretation, and instead of sincerely reflecting on your actions and aiming for a lesser punishment, you tried to win a one-hit reversal and acquittal, did you not? Oh, looks like I'm right on the money after all. Pieces of trash. Absolute pieces of trash. There is not a single adult here who would allow you to power through this predicament with such rubbish. You are the worst kind of crook.
Willingly refusing Madame McConnor's kindness. Shut up! We're struggling over here too, you know.
And there we go. Frustration mode activated.
The hell do you mean lesser punishment, eh? It's not like my position here is going to change in any way, even if I did apologize. Of course it wouldn't, even if Madame McConnor let it all go. As your superior, I would not be able to forgive your inexcusable wrongdoings. If the other side said they would keep quiet about all this, then you would have no need to do that.
That hypothesis is meaningless, Mr. Romanov. You have absolutely no heart to think that you were wrong in your actions. Yes, indeed. The fact that you hurt other people is always secondary. You always put yourself first and only think about how to save yourself.
No, that's not true. I'm reflecting on it in my own way.
Based on what you said earlier, I can't trust you at all.
Don't say that. I've reflected on it now. All of it. Well, what you said, Madam McConnor, Miss Melanie is absolutely right. From now on, I will work hard to get my heart and actions in order and try to get your trust in me back. So please, just let it go this time.
I'm sorry, too. I got carried away.
It's not easy to first survive in the competition, let alone win it in a huge organization like a bank.
The stress has turned us into veritable monsters. If you're aiming for the top of the pyramid, the conditions should be the same. That's right. You're not the only ones fighting for success.
You're not even a banker. What the hell do you know?
There's no need to know such things, dear Mr. Romanov. Such efforts, feeling, and suffering behind the scenes are not of concern to customer service. This is true not only for bankers, but for any job involving customer service.
I work for one of the biggest banks there is, Travis Bank, and I'm also numero uno when it comes to new client acquisition. There's no one who can replace me. My decisions drive and support the economy. I single-handedly support it. To interfere with that is to interfere with the country's prosperity.
I just knew that had always been the root of your arrogance.
Just stop transferring your $30 million deposits to another bank. What will you gain from doing that?
You will no longer be able to work for this bank.
Damn you all! Enough already!
Oh, and here comes the defiant phase. This should be even more fun. You are completely rotten.
Director Depaiement, even if this spiteful old bitch withdraws her $30 million deposits, it won't be a mess if I bring in people who deposit more money into the bank, will it? Where is that coming from? Who would let a dangerous toxin like you run wild in a bank like that? I'll tell you, sir, but I'm excellent at my job. They're cutting off deposits because you're not excellent at your job, bucko!
By keeping you, not only will the bank risk losing $30 million in deposits, but there's a higher risk of even high depositors making the same decision.
Madam McConnor is right, Romanov. I cannot leave your current job to you any longer. Hey now, what are you talking about? You know my performance, sir, and you're taking me off the team? No one can replace me, you know.
It would be better if there's no one to replace you, honestly.
Hey, Thalia, what are you doing all alone, so quiet, huh?
What? Me, Norman?
This is why I can't be with a receptionist. Sacrifice yourself for me every once in a while, huh?
Huh? Why? It was you who set up the traps on those two.
And that's because you kept saying stupid bullshit like you wanted to eat Chateaubriand. That's right. That's right. She's the one who started it all. She forced me to harass you, Madam McConnor, and your granddaughter.
I never did anything like that. It was all your arrogance. I was having fun too, I admit. But Norman was the one who did it all.
Looky here, woman, protect me at least once in your life, huh? Even if it means sacrificing yourself. You don't go against me, you goddamn junior college graduate, when I'm an elite from a national university.
That's terrible. That's what you thought of me in your heart?
On the other hand, why did you think that I didn't think of you that way, huh? I just knew people with bad academic backgrounds lack imagination.
Who the hell frickin' would, you goddamn bastard? If it comes to this, I'll protect myself in my own way. First of all, I've been listening from the beginning. There is not even a smidge of evidence that we spoke abusively to you, Madam McConnor, or you, Miss Melanie, is there?
Oh, now that you mention it. You two made them feel so uncomfortable, which is why the $30 million are being cancelled. Enough with the stupid excuses!
Okay, so where is the evidence that we are the cause of this whole thing?
There's a possibility that these two are lying to try to bring us down, isn't there, sir? Either way, you guys are the ones who upset Madam McConnor, so it's only natural that you should take responsibility.
But what if they were simply jealous of us as a couple and wanted to ruin us when we didn't do anything at all? Are we still responsible?
If so, isn't it the fault of the person who made our clients feel that way?
Our requests are legitimate. Then show us the evidence! The evidence! Coming right up.
What?
And so I played the recording of the commotion at the barbecue restaurant. It seems they didn't expect that countermeasures of this extent had been put in place to prove our point, as they started to panic severely. Melanie, great job!
I knew it. You guys were truly beyond salvation.
Terrible. It was terrible to let us monologue like that. It's because you lied.
It's over for you.
I don't want you to declare it's over.
Please, save me. Save me only, please.
No, me.
No, me.
You're
both
so
so
pathetic.
They got angry, they went against each other, they became defiant, they lied, and they used every possible means to try to be acquitted. Such a pitiful fate to befall them, but it is justified. I doubt they will ever return to the financial world. Their boss, Mr. de Epermont, took responsibility by arranging for his own demotion. Grandma McConnor also appreciated his selfless actions and decided against transferring the $30 million deposits. I guess I was too lenient this time. No, Grandma, that's what they call being kind. Anyway, the commotion was over and we went back to the barbecue restaurant. The time I spent with my grandma was truly wonderful. Troublebusters!